Hello, Motorrad World fans, and welcome to this special interview that we have with World Superbike star Loris Baz ahead of the opening round at Phillip Island of the 2023 World Superbike season. Probably going to be the most exciting season we've ever had in World Superbikes. Loris, thank you so much for joining me. In Phillip Island, you've had a couple of days of testing. How's that gone so far?
Has been tough, to be honest. Started very well. Like the first session, we had 4 sessions of 2 hours. The first one was good. Was pretty confident for the next ones, but yeah, we had some small problems that made us lose a lot of track time, and yeah, it's a shame because it's kind of always nice when you can ride the track before the race weekend. But yeah, it is what it is, and I prefer to have those problems on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So yeah, I mean, the guys has been working so hard to solve everything, and they didn't get so much sleep since we arrived here. So yeah, I mean, everything seems to be ready. All the small problems seems to be okay. So we will see how it is tomorrow in FP1. And yeah, I mean, the field is super, the level is super high. Everything is of the lap time are super close. So I mean, we know that we are not on the level at the moment to fight for win, unfortunately. And it's easy to be like really far off as soon as you lose some tenths. So it's important to make the best of job possible, try to recover the time we lost in Monday, Tuesday, tomorrow, and then see what we can do.
I was at a couple of rounds last year, and in Parc Ferme, I remember Estoril clearly. You and Scott Redding came in after the race, and you were just saying, braking is just a big problem on that BMW. Brake fade, you just, after a couple of laps, you would lose that feeling. I know you've changed over to Brembo Brakes for this year. Is that still one of the problems areas that you have with a new bike?
I think it will be better. Our main problem were when it was really hot. So I guess next week we will have an answer. So this will be better. We still struggle to decelerate the bike, but at least I think with the new brake, we're not gonna, and the new bike, not gonna have the problem of temperature that we had last year and killing the brake after a couple of laps. So this should be better. Then yeah, the braking, the deceleration itself still not on the level we need if we want to be with the front guys, and if we want to have nice races where we can be able to overtake. But this is together with some other problems that we are trying to solve. Like it's nothing magic in this world. So it's just it's frustrating because you see all the efforts from everyone, and you would like to improve really quick, but people think it's always super bikes much easier than MotoGP, but I think it just showed that how long it takes for a brand to win here. It took a long time for Kawasaki to be back winning. It took Ducati basically never stopped winning, but they always been here. But it took a long time for Yamaha to be back winning. It's taking a long time also for Honda to be back on the level. And yeah, BMW been pretty quick the first time they came to go on the winning, and it's taking a bit longer now. But yeah, the level is higher than ever. So keep working, and hopefully everything will improve during the season. That's the main thing, because last year I started not too bad, to be honest. Scott was struggling more at the beginning, but I started not too bad. But I just think that the level we had on Aragon was just the same as we had on the last race with the bike, and we just didn't improve. So this year we definitely need to improve race by race.
And how much do you think it affects you and Scott being two of the bigger riders, let's say, in World Superbikes, especially with these Pirellis over long race distance? I mean, that does seem to be where, certainly Alvaro with his size and Johnny and those riders over the race period, not putting as much pressure on the Pirellis. Do you think this is a big area where you and Scott and the bigger riders suffer the most?
Well, I never really thought it was like a big thing with the overall rider, but for sure Alvaro is like, he's not the overall rider. He's super, super, super light. It's like, I think he was 6 or 8 kilos lighter than Eugene that looked like this, So it's a bit too much. And I think the more the bike improves and the way we are going with aero and electronic, the less advantage you can gain of being strong and heavy. Wheelie control are getting better, aero are getting better, and so you just need to be tiny, and small is helping. So yeah, I'm in favor of a weight limit, not to kill the small riders. To be honest, I don't want them to have 30 kilo on the bike. There is no way, but I think there is a balance to find for sure. But yeah, it's always been like this, and I mean, we never hear that, and we start to hear that since a couple of years. Rossi has been the first to talk about this. So yeah, of course, I don't. But honestly, at the moment, this is not our main problem. We have many other things to think about. When the weight difference will be the only thing, then I can start complaining.
And what is the main difference that you felt now with the new M Sport? It very much, especially when you had it in the winter test carbon fiber colors, looks like a MotoGP bike. They really have done their work in terms of aero and that. What are the main areas that you feel have improved from the previous bike, and the areas where you still need to improve?
We did a good step on the gearbox, to be honest. Last year I was struggling a lot to backshift and upshift, and I was cramping the leg after half race, and was just really tough. So this has improved a lot. Aero has improved, but yeah, it's something hard, but a bit harder to feel. I think we have less wheelie. I think we turn better in the fast turn, but it's still our weakest point, the turning. So we improve, but it's not enough. The aero cannot make all the difference, but for sure it did improve. Did do a good step, like we tested the first time in Jerez, and I felt in the two last fast right corners that the bike was naturally turning a bit better there.
Now, race distance at Phillip Island is always a big question. Tires take a beating there. The pace is fast. It's a fast racetrack. You're always putting pressure on the bike and the tires. How hard is it to now manage these races at Phillip Island, where I want to go fast, I want to go with these guys, but I've got to take tire, I've got to take tire wear into consideration?
Well, I wish I could think about that. I mean, at the moment, I'm not thinking about that. I remember the time where I was thinking about this and taking it easy in the first lap. I just hope that it can be this on Saturday for race one. But normally, last year, every race I started, even in the worst track of Barcelona, I was just thinking about pushing as hard as I can from lap one to the last one. And I mean, you think about tire consumption when you are already in front with the front guys to fight for win or podium or top 5. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can make a step, and I'm not too worried for tire consumption here. Pirelli has been really careful with the tire allocation here, and they didn't bring the softer option and the fastest one, so it's not really grippy, and I'm not really worried about tire consumption for this weekend.
Loris, final question then. Looking at your career so far, I mean, people sometimes forget the fact you've World Superbikes, MotoGP, British Superbikes, Moto America, World Endurance. You've had this very exciting career. The ride has been very exciting. Just tell us, how your career has gone and what still lies ahead potentially.
It was not a straight line, a highway, easy way for sure. I mean, yeah, I'm proud of everything I did. At the beginning was a lot of my choice, to not take the easy road, to go super stock, to go BSB, all those things. And then whatever happened next, it's moving to MotoGP instead of staying here was my choice. No regret at all. But then when I went in MotoGP, some drama happened, with the broken contract of Aspar and the boss going in jail and all those things, and losing my ride against some millions of euro at the end of 2017. So yeah, it was not easy. I mean, and 10K had to close after the COVID, to switch back to super sport instead of staying superbike. So for sure not easy, but always I never been scared to move in some other places. Always had good people around me believing in me, and I think I always also been able to, every time I had an opportunity, to show what I was able to do, like I did when I came back for those wildcard in Portimao with Go 11, scoring the 3 podiums, and then that gave me the BMW ride, which I'm really proud, because it's the first time a lot of time that I can stay 2 years in a row with the same guy, same crew, same bike. So that's really something I was looking forward to. Finally, trying to get some stability at 30. So yeah, hopefully I can stay with this team a long time, because I really love every single person working in the MGM Bonovo team. Jürgens, Michael are doing a fantastic job. So now we have Eugene on board as well. So yeah, everything's good. It just feels like the beginning, and just the result and potential at the moment is frustrating, but I just have the feeling that we can make a good step pretty soon.
And how is it from talking to Eugene Leverty last year as a teammate to now talking to him as the boss man?
Honestly, it didn't change a lot. At the moment, I talk to him like a friend, and I was talking to him like a friend last year. It's someone I really enjoyed sharing the box with last year, and yeah, we're kind of the opposite, to be honest. He's someone really calm. I'm someone. I'm calm, but I need my anger to go out when I'm angry. So I will scream and kick things, and he's the guy who really calm. So we were kind of the opposite. So it's really funny, but I'm enjoying a lot. Like this first year, I came alone in Australia. Normally I always come with my dad or my girlfriend or my mom. This time I came alone, and yeah, we're just sharing the house with Garrett, which is a super nice guy as well, and Eugene. So yeah, Eugene is my girlfriend this weekend. Just cooking for each other, driving on the car. He's the plus one, he said. But yeah, no, he's a super nice guy, and honestly, he's more like a riding coach for us than team boss. But even Michael or Jürgen, I don't see them like boss. I don't like when you say boss. Normally, you are scared of your boss, so I'm not scared at all of Michael or Jürgen. Just like them.
Sounds like a fantastic setup you got there, Loris. Thank you so much. Great rider. Great career so far. Wish you nothing but the best further, and hope you and the team can find the solutions to the problems, because no doubt you've got the talent to be running up there. And yeah, big fan of yours throughout your entire career, and all the best for the season ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you, Loris. Cheers. Bye.